on YouTube, public.
Yes, I saw that.
Yes. Well, usually I do it the third week of the month, but
Right,
I didn't do it this month. So I decided to go live today. I would have done it earlier, but I
right.
had training camp. Busy, busy, busy. Not
I
there
bet.
today because I had a whole bunch of content that I had to get published out today. So I'm glad you're back, man. Hope everything's going well with you.
Oh, it's going real well. I've just been very, very busy. We've been for the last year we've been in the process of getting our house refinanced, and it finally got closed, and we finally got the money. So I had to get a new air conditioner and furnace. We had to get we're in the process of getting a new roof installed right now. We're paid off all of our debts. We had to paid off our loans. We, what else? Oh, we got a new appliances for the kitchen, and they had to be delivered and installed.
Good
And
Lord.
so we did a bunch of stuff. Like I said, this has been in a year in the process of doing it. So it finally all came done. So basically, the whole month of July, I've been working on that, doing all this. So that's why I haven't been able to join.
Well, real life comes first. So
Unfortunately, yeah, I won't be able to stay on very long tonight either because I've got to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. They're coming back to finish the roof. So, but
well,
I'll stay on
depending
for a
upon
couple hours.
yeah, depending upon how this stream goes and guys out here watching, and how many people join in, and we may not last more than an hour. The last couple times been an hour and a half because it's just generally been me and Matt, and then last week I think Doc showed up, so
Right.
been kind of quiet on the Patreon side of things, but you probably haven't had a chance to see the video that I put out just an hour ago, right?
No, I haven't seen that one. I saw the one that you put out yesterday, but
Yesterday,
yeah,
the
but
all the interviews.
yeah, yep.
Yeah.
So
And that was
how
my
was it?
recordings of the interviews, not media. So,
Right.
and like Bernard Ryman, I got there before the other media got there.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because I left Shane Steichen
Right.
to go to Bernard Ryman because I was like, I have questions. People have already asked and talked to Shane Steichen a billion times and asked him a million questions.
Right.
And Ryman is the dude that I got questions for, So I went over there after I saw that. But this morning I dropped my 40-minute video of camp right up to I recorded all of camp right up to team drills, 7-on-7s, 11-on-11s. So
Okay, so the $1,000,000 question. You've been there. You've seen him live. I mean, I know it's only training camp. They're in shorts and not pads or whatever, but is he living up to the hype beforehand? That's what
you know me when he was drafted,
Oh, I know.
I was
know.
like,
I was the only one that was like, I want this kid on our team. I want to draft him.
I was the guy that was like, it might
maybe
take a few years,
yeah, let's get the guy from New York, the Giants. Let's get him, David Jones. Let's get him. Let's don't even.
Yeah, I wanted Daniel Jones.
Yeah,
right, I did.
Yeah, Daniel Jones.
But after seeing him in person live, dude's got all the physical abilities in the world.
Sure.
I mean, he's a good passer. He can put air on the ball. He can throw a rocket. He can he just so much to him. Now there's still a lot of mental aspects that need answered and that he needs to work on. And I posted that in the video that I just posted like an hour ago.
Right.
But and like I said in the video, if he can just be average, an average quarterback at the mental part of football, he's going to be a damn superstar.
Right. Well, I hope so. I'm excited to see him. We're going We're going the 6th, August 6th and August 10th to training camp. So we'll be there then. So I'm looking
So,
forward
Daniel,
to seeing him.
appreciate you coming in. Good evening to you as well. We're just sitting here talking about camp. I had a blast. Now I'm not scheduled to go back until not tomorrow, but next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
Next Sunday.
But if I
StreamYard's
find
working good this day.
availability of a way to get there, I'll go sometime in the middle of the week. But I need a ride. That's the thing. My car don't do a very good job.
I'll tell you what, man. If I was in Indiana, I would pick your ass up.
I mean, free parking. So
Free
that
park. There
saves
you
like
go.
$5
There you go.
right
That,
there.
dude, that would seal it right there. That would seal it right there, baby.
That's
We just
awesome.
because of this,
Call them right now, Runner.
not only is it free parking, you get
It's
to
media
park
parking.
right up on the freaking building. Yeah.
It's media parking, baby. I'd call right now, man. I would shoot out on Twitter. I'm telling you what, I would. I don't care what team it was. I don't care what team it was. I go to any team. I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't live close. I can live an hour and a half away. I mean, I got the buck.
But man, I'll tell you what.
Otherwise, my aunt doesn't go.
Also,
yeah,
Shaquille Leonard.
Yeah,
he's back.
Is he back? Good.
Is he back? He looks good.
100% back.
Good.
That's awesome. That's
now,
awesome.
They're not playing him every down during team drills, but
they're going to ease him in.
Kind of getting him.
They're
going
to
ease
him in. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Fully healed, just as fast as he once was. He like last year when he played, you could tell he was like 70-80%.
Right.
You know,
yeah.
Playing out there. He is at his peak right now. He is healed. He is moving. He's got all the energy. Dude, he was out there yesterday. Shaquille Leonard was out there yesterday. And like everybody was just like all the defense was like ho-humming it around. And he starts jumping up and down and screaming and yelling and pushing people, you know. And the whole defense that was around him that saw that just started acting the same way Shaq was, you know. And I'm like, that's what I want to see.
Oh, that's what they miss from him. That's what they miss. He brings that energy to that defense. Well, that's good to hear. Now, he's not cleared for contact yet, right?
Yes, he's cleared for contact.
Is he cleared for contact?
Yeah, he's been doing the 7-on-7s and 11-on-11s, but
the first week we only got skull. They only got skulls on right now. There's no pads on.
They got shells and shorts. That's
right.
It. But
shells. Excuse me. Yeah.
But what it is? See, like day one, I think he played 3 whole downs. Yesterday, I think he played about 8 or 9. Right.
Yeah.
He's slowly bringing him in because he's not at football shape yet. Right.
Correct. There you go.
You don't want what happened to Burrow or what happened to Ramsey.
Yeah, Burrow. I saw Burrow the other day, man. That was I thought he got his Achilles when I saw Burrow hopping off. I thought that was his Achilles. I thought he was done for the season, man.
No, Chow. I actually texted David Chow, the doctor. And that I had on here.
Right.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, what is that? He said, that's a calf. That ain't an Achilles. People
I don't.
Achilles. It's not an Achilles. That's a calf.
At first, I didn't know, and then I heard it's a muscle. It's only a muscle problem.
National media was saying, "Boy, that looks like an Achilles," and Chow was like, "That is not an Achilles." You know.
Well, yeah. Like, one thing. The first one thing is he was hopping. You could tell his calf was still there. It rolls up, and then he would have no.
Well, it wasn't a tear, it was a strain.
Right.
That's what he was saying. He just strained his calf.
He's strained.
Only going to be out
that's weeks. That's weeks. That's beautiful for them. Yeah. Yep. A strain is beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you could be worse.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Now Ramsey, on the other hand, that's that's sad. He'll be out till December. What they're saying.
What happened to him? I didn't hear about that.
Something to do with his. What was it? His kneecap, not the
The PCL?
No, it was like what do they call it? The meniscus, the
Meniscus
Yeah.
tear.
something like that.
He had to go under the knife and completely repair it. It was gone.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gone. Oh, wow. Yeah, he's done. He's done for the season.
Yeah, they're saying he'll be back in December, but who knows?
Well, we saw the same thing.
Well, I've
saw
seen
basically the
some
exact
players
same
come
thing.
back. I have seen some players come back. It depends on how. Yeah, correct.
Harris had a meniscus tear. He came back.
Tear.
And it was
He came back
late in the season.
It was late. It was late in the
Right.
season, but he came back. It depends on how you heal. If you're a good healer, you can come back.
But still, I mean, that's basically the entire regular season.
Right, pretty much.
Minus
And
like 3 weeks.
it's also position too. It's also position. If you're a wide receiver, it's going to be because you do a lot of cutting. You know, it's a lot different.
Well, I mean, corners they need their knees. I mean, because they change of direction.
Safeties need them too. Because they do a lot of footwork. What I meant is, like if you're like if you're like in the trenches or you're a linebacker, you might not need them as much as those other guys.
All right, I'll be the first one to say it. The elephant in the room. What's going to happen with JT?
He'll be here. He'll get extended. He may not get extended this offseason.
I don't think. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think he'll get extended this year, or this offseason, but next year.
I think it's possible, and even Ballard said it. It's possible he will sign people mid-season.
Oh yeah, he's done it before.
So if Jonathan Taylor and the Colts start off really damn good, he might extend him before the end of the season, and Jonathan Taylor becomes MVP or some crap. You know,
well, if he's lighting it up, he's going to extend him.
Next thing you know, people are like, "Oh, $1 million."
Well, let me ask you this: then. Do you think JT is on the PUP list because he's actually coming back from that ankle?
Yes.
Or
he had surgery. Yes.
Well, I know
he had surgery on it. Yeah, he had surgery on it. Yep.
But yeah,
I agree with that. But I also thought it's like this could be a contract deal too.
No, I don't think it has anything to do with the contract.
No.
It's not Jonathan Taylor. It's not.
I know it's not. But all you're hearing is like the reports from his agent and what his agent said.
We heard it. We're hearing it over in New England with Matt Judon, and they're doing the same thing with Matt Judon. Oh, are you not playing right now because you doing Judon? He goes, dude, I wouldn't tell you guys crap because you guys spread all that malarkey, dude. I wouldn't tell you there's contract.
That's why I really haven't been listening to it because it's
he goes, I was just doing some stuff. I was doing some stuff the other day for such a thing, and everything's doing. I'm out in the field now.
Yeah. I'm not worried if JT.
Yeah,
I'm not worried if JT is not there. The first week of training camp.
I hate how the media. I hate how the media gets all uptight because one player's not out on the field. Why is he not out on the field? Is it contracts? Is he injured? I was like, don't worry about it. Maybe he's in the back watching some game film or something.
So,
well, originally they reported that he didn't show up, and that wasn't true. He was there. He showed up. He was getting his physical before they even said anything, and then he didn't. They put him on the PUP list. So.
Well, our other receiver has been playing for 2 days, but I think coach wants him to put weight on because he's 180 pounds and he only gained 5 pounds last year. And he's 6 something. He's 6'1", and they want him to put on the weight. And I think that's what he's doing. I think he's in the gym. He's putting on weight. He's eating. Coach wants him to eat. He doesn't want, what I'm saying, Lawrence. They want him to get him up to 200 pounds.
Yeah. Well,
they don't want him to have that break that he had last year. He had a clavicle break.
My ears have been hearing stuff from actual people, not in the know, but from people that were in a certain Skype meeting this past week.
Okay, go on.
Okay.
Heard from these specific people. And tomorrow I'm making a video about not the people, not who said what.
Right.
I'm just going to say the running backs have a plan. The running backs will start getting paid by probably week 4.
Interesting.
Because I'm just going to put it out there. If the running backs know they're not going to get a second contract, there is zero reason for them to put in second effort.
Oh, absolutely.
And once that happens and defenses realize it,
Oh, yeah.
then it's all pass rush.
Yep.
They don't have to worry about the run. Then the passing game takes a hit.
Right.
Then all offenses across the NFL will be like, oh, crap. You know? And then that's when teams will start, okay, we got to start giving these guys their due.
Right.
Mm-hmm. You
Yep.
mean the running backs?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
we
get
talked
into
about it.
We talked about it last week.
In my episode.
We talked about it last week, didn't we, Lawrence?
Step. I'm gonna go step by step in that on what the plan. What there's a. I don't know if it's going to go through fully. I don't know who's all on board, who's not all on board. But it would
I've talked
take
about this.
the majority of the running backs to be on board with it.
In the league.
They do. They need a strike. They need a bump up, because remember we talked about this, Lawrence, because in their first 4 years they get burned out on their tire, and I still
It's
think
like
they
JT,
need a
though.
bump up in pay.
JT's 24. He's literally just now hitting his prime as a running back.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, and he's had some yards put on him.
Oh shit.
I just think as a when they're coming out, they need more money put on their rookie when they're coming out, because the NFL is trying to abuse the running back situation.
Well, facts are facts. There's not a lot of running backs that come into the league that are good and they get a lot of carries that make it that 5 years, because they get injured.
Yeah.
They get, there's a lot of them that don't
fact.
make
But
it.
I will also
I'll go with
argue-
you there, Tom. I will go with you there, Tom. Not every running back, but there should be like a 2-tier running back, and they should spread it out into a 2-tier quarterback. And I think they need to start spreading this out into 2 different kinds of pay systems for different kinds of elite quarterback and a regular quarterback, and an elite running back, a regular running back, an elite receiver, and a regular receiver. They need to somehow do that.
Did you see? Hold on. I gotta. Oh no! Bring it up. There we go.
Because as much as I like my regular running backs by committee, Ramondre Stevenson is outplaying his rookie contract.
Here, I want to show you something.
There you go.
Contracts
That's pretty
available. Inquire within.
Yeah. Yep.
No, I think, like I said, I think eventually they'll get it done. I think JT will be with the Colts. They're not going to trade him. They're not going to.
With what Ballard said, he plans on it. I mean, that's what Ballard was saying. He plans on it.
Yeah.
He straight up, I have paid every player. I've kept my word. I've played every player that has earned that second contract.
And he has.
And regardless of position.
Yep.
Regardless of position. And the problem is, and he said, he's coming off injury. We had a bad season. That's a double hit.
Right.
So, and then right after he said that, he says, I have no problems signing a contract or offering contracts in the middle of a season. So I think they're waiting to see how Jonathan Taylor comes out and how they're going to play at the beginning of the year before offering him a contract. And Irsay's comments, People took that way out of freaking left field.
Well, they always do.
It had
They
nothing
always
to
do.
do with Jonathan Taylor or even the running backs. He
yeah,
was talking about literally Irsay's comment was saying that these agents were trying to get all 32 NFL owners and the NFLPA to hold a special meeting for running backs to change the CBA for running backs.
Right.
There's no way on God's green earth
That's going to
I don't
happen.
think so.
32 owners are going to get together for 1 in 20 players in the NFL.
No.
This is not going to
Especially
happen.
not
And that's all Irsay was saying.
my team ain't
You
going to
know?
do it.
No, you're right. It's not. But, I guess JT's when 2021, when he had his great season, and it just goes to show, yeah, you need a great running back, but you got to pair that with a great quarterback. That's when you have something special, because JT had one of the best seasons ever in 2021, but the Colts, we didn't even make the playoffs,
Yeah, correct.
So it's like people look at it and it's like, do you pay that guy that, he's had a great year, but what did it get you? It didn't get you to the playoffs.
You know what? We may be wrong. Hold on. I want to show something real quick.
Contracts available within?
No. Something completely different. Hold on.
Oh my God. Here we go. Did you see that from Ian Rappaport?
Well, hold on. I got even something better.
Did it just come in?
Yeah.
Hold on. Share screen.
Oh, you can put it on screen. Okay.
It was great. I think we just talked and really, as you guys probably would not be surprised, it's something that's gonna stay between us, Bob. But it was just a good conversation, and again, we're just hopeful and going forward. Looking forward to a great season, hoping Jonathan's a big part of that, and so I think we had a good conversation, and like I said, onward we go, and we're looking forward to really having hopefully Jonathan there, excited and healthy with I think everyone remembers Marshall Faulk with Peyton Manning, Peyton's rookie year, and Marshall got the magic back, no question, and really helped Peyton have a great rookie year, even though it was 3-13. The flashes were there, and Marshall was a big part of that. So, again, it was a good conversation, and I'm hopeful as we go forward.
Is there a contract extension possible or not?
Okay. So he's saying it was tried to be stayed in, but here, yes, it's stating that he has requested a trade from the Colts. That does not necessarily mean it's going to happen. That's just
Correct.
him putting that out there to say, hey, I would like a contract, please, trying to push the envelope.
Right.
Much the same way Michael Pittman Jr. removed all of Colts from his Instagram and stuff. That's what players do in order to get.
Well, look at Lamar Jackson.
Yeah.
Basically telling the city of Baltimore goodbye.
A first round tender on him. He put a first round tender on him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, there's nothing JT can do. He's under contract this year. We can franchise tag him next year and the year after that. Yes, he can sit out, but he gets fined a lot.
Yeah.
Tremendous amount of money.
Well, and he's not.
That's
I
not
don't
JT.
see- Yeah, that's not JT. He's always been that team guy.
Mhm.
But
He's trying to see if
get
there's a
he
market
wants
for him.
to get paid.
Sure.
He wants that extension. He wants
But
paid, and he
what's-
deserves paid.
What's
be
that
fair.
amount that's fair to him?
Yeah,
And,
and
what is
to
it?
the organization.
12,
right.
13 million a year? A
But
5-year,
they haven't
$12
even
million
offered him
deal?
one yet because they want to see
There's a
what's
market for
going
him.
on. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why they haven't offered him one yet.
Yep. They want to
Ballard
see if there's a
says he would
market
like
for it.
to,
Yeah.
but he hasn't offered him one yet.
The problem is with, that's kind of funny. You think about it, JT requesting a trade. There's no team out there that's willing to pay a running back that kind of money right now.
Oh, not right now. No.
Kansas City didn't do it. Philadelphia didn't do it. Who else? I mean,
The Niners did last year.
the Niners did, but
Like
Vegas
they traded plus paid.
Vegas didn't do it. Saquon or Giants, they wouldn't give Saquon a deal. It's like we're not the only team dealing with this. It's like there's no teams that are dealing with it. They don't want to be.
But just because he requests doesn't mean that that's what he wants.
Right.
Right.
Players do it all the time. They request trades just to raise the eyebrows of the organization.
Correct.
To make them know that, hey, I'm serious here. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it happens all the time. So,
Yep.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me in the next couple of days they announce JT's got a contract extension for the next 5 years at such and such amount
I
of
don't know
money.
about 5 years, but
Or 4 years, 3 years.
I could see 3. I could see a 3-year extension.
Yeah.
I could see that because that would be literally his prime, 24 to 27.
Yep.
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 But I don't see Indy wouldn't give him up for a third. I got what Joey's always been about this, has been for a while now, and he says he'd take it. Colts would not give up a third for him, give him up for a third, not for this season.
No.
Because his importance for the season is too big.
Oh yeah.
They would nothing less than a second. That's what the Niners had to give up a second, right? So
what's his tender? Right? What are they putting on him? A second round or a first round?
nothing.
Oh,
He's not a first round pick. He was a second round pick.
Okay,
Right.
so they're putting a second round pick on him?
No, well, that's what I would put if I was it. That's if I put him on the trade block.
Right.
There's no
Okay.
there's nothing out there that even
He's
says
under
the Colts
contract
want
this
to
year.
try to put him on the trade. Look, Jonathan Taylor was better than Zach Moss and Deion Jackson last year
Yep.
with a busted ankle and an offensive line that was playing the worst football since the Grigson era.
Right.
And he was still playing better than those two
That's pretty
combined.
funny.
He was.
And then the
Sure.
offensive line, after he got hurt, the offensive line starts playing better because Jeff Saturday came in and kind of did a few things, made the offensive line better.
Right.
And then Zach Moss and Deion Jackson couldn't even play to hit to Jonathan Taylor's level, even at that. So, I mean, that tells you how important right now the running back position for the Colts is the most important. That and the running back position and the offensive line are the two most important positions on that offense right now. It's not
Right.
quarterback.
Because if you have a great running back, that takes so much pressure off your young quarterback.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, absolutely. Especially when he's a running quarterback.
Exactly.
And
Because that throws the defense off. Okay, now who you're gonna, pick
what
your
I don't
poison.
understand is the Colts have a little over 19 million, right, in cap space right now. A little over $19 million.
Right.
They have a quarterback under contract, rookie contract for the next 4, maybe 5 years, depending upon if they do the 5th-year option type thing.
5th-year option, right?
Why don't they sign Jonathan Taylor to a 3-year extension and front load the hell out of it with that $19 million?
Right.
Would not hurt the team at all.
No.
Yeah, probably
At
wouldn't.
all.
No. And it'll
And you
make
would
JT
secure
happy.
Jonathan Taylor and make him a happy man.
Right.
That's what I don't understand.
But maybe that's what they're in the works of doing. You don't know what's going on behind the scenes.
I don't.
No
one
it's just
does.
like you said, he requested a trade, but that's a shot at the organization. Hey, I want a contract, pay me.
Mhm.
That's all that you're right. That's what that is. and I never trust what I hear an agent say. They're the
No.
most, you're
right. Absolutely.
They're going to do
Guys,
whatever
if you're watching this right now, I want you all to know, please like, subscribe if you haven't already. Okay. And also, let you know, this is our Patreon. We hold it generally every Thursday on the off season, every Wednesday during the season. We all get to hang out and just talk whatever. Just sometimes most of the time it's sports and football and Colts, but we sway around and whatever comes to fruition at the time we talk about. So it's only $5 a month, and the link to my Patreon, I believe, is still down in the description of this video. So just let you know. Appreciate each and every one of you. If you have any topics that you want to bring up, feel free to bring them up. Tom, is there something else you want? I'd like to get off the JT subject right now. I understand that there was that whole trade request, but we've already kind of went through it with that. So,
like I was asking you about when I first jumped on here, is just I was really excited to hear about what was Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, I want to hear about it too.
In person. What you hear about it, you see the highlights from Florida, you hear about all this stuff, but you were actually there and you saw him live practicing. And I've heard so many things about that clip of that 60-yard bomb that he threw. Just a flick of the wrist and boom, it was gone.
Like I said, physically, Anthony Richardson is just amazing. Amazing. All right. I've not seen a quarterback like him ever in person. Ever.
Wow. That's saying a lot. That's saying a lot.
There's a lot that still needs to be answered though with him. Like we've talked about, it's still early. There's no pads. Thus, there's no trench warfare. There's no real pass rush, things of that nature. So we don't know if he could read the front seven defense before pre-snap. It looks like to me he has trouble getting through progressions because he literally every snap, unless it was going to a running back or a tight end that was like the first read on a play, it would take him 5 to 7 seconds or more before he would release the football. Okay. So it took him time to get through progressions. Can't have that. I mean, the average time to throw last year, we talked about, 2.5 seconds was a long time.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Average time to throw of 7 seconds, he'd be murdered in the NFL.
Oh yeah. You're
behind.
Yeah.
But so there is some things that still need to be answered. But is he accurate? Yes. Does he have throwing power? Yes. Is he mobile, fast? Yes. He's got multiple releases. He could throw a rocket or he could throw touch on the football. Dude's got all the skills. He could place that ball anywhere on the field in any possible way. I watched it yesterday.
How is his footwork? How is his footwork? Is this cleaning up his footwork?
It looks better than what I saw from tape from the Gators. Yes.
Gators. Okay.
Good.
All right.
Good.
He's cleaning his footwork up. Okay.
I like the fact that his toes are pointing in the direction that he's throwing now.
Well, there's a plus.
Right.
Okay.
Well, that's good. That's encouraging. That's encouraging.
Yeah, definitely. Christian McGowan, what's up, man? He wants to know, does Pittman get extended? I think it really has. I think he does get extended. He may not get the money that he wants, though. I don't think Pittman gets more than $17 million a year. I don't.
I'll tell you what, though, Pitt's got the right attitude about this whole thing. I heard him the other day just said, look, I don't care. It's if it happens, it happens. I'm here to play football. That's what I'm concerned about. That's my agent will take care of that.
Is that 17 a year?
Yeah.
That's good money.
If you say so. The majority of all starting number one wide receivers on the teams is 20 plus.
Christian Kirk
is a number 2 receiver on the Jaguars.
He started it.
Yep. But most number ones make over $20 million.
Oh, he's a grand. He's 1,000. He's 1,000-yard receiver.
Yes, he has.
He has
Yeah.
been.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Okay,
So,
you're saying now.
But
Oh Lord.
I think he does get extended. I think he's another one of those guys that'll probably happen next year when the Colts have more cap space. Because right now the Jonathan Taylor thing is getting ugly, and we got to find out how that rolls. You know.
Oh yeah, because there's reports now. Just it's getting hostile. Jonathan Taylor, he wants out. He's demanding. He wants out of Indianapolis. Blah blah blah. Just they're running wild with this.
They will.
Of course they will. No, but I believe Pitt will get extended. I agree. He will.
But we don't have a running back on our team that is anywhere near Jonathan Taylor's abilities. Nowhere near.
What's that Evan Hall look like?
He's decent, but
is he more of a receiving back like Naheem? Like Naheem was?
Yes. Again, people were making a big deal about Evan Hall in yesterday's practice, but what they failed to mention is there's no pads, there's no tackling.
Right.
You know, there's no real blocking going on, stuff like that. No pass rush, no run block, all that stuff. So we don't know. Jonathan Taylor, not only does he have speed, dude can break tackles like a crazy person.
Right.
So it's not just speed and that it's everything. So there's not a guy on the team anywhere near Jonathan Taylor's ability.
Oh, no way. No, I was curious if he looked good catching the ball out of the backfield, that Evan Hall, because that's when coming out of college, that was his forte, as he was that replacement for Naheem, that guy catching the ball out of the backfield on third down, something like that. So,
Mikey, I don't think Michael Pittman Jr. is our number one receiver this year. I'll tell you that right now. I think Alec Pierce has the most touchdowns, and I think our rookie ends up with the most catches.
Josh Downs.
Josh Downs was so impressive yesterday. Michael Pittman Jr. didn't even get targeted.
Really?
I don't remember Michael Pittman Jr. even getting targeted. He might have got one target yesterday, all day. Downs is a beast. Alec Pierce is your touchdown deep threat. Period. I don't see MPJ being our number one receiver next year. I think he'll be our number one most rounded receiver. I could see him getting like 90 catches and maybe, 10 touchdowns, maybe 900 yards, maybe
that's
close
still
to 1,000, But
12 touchdowns.
I utterly
900 yards is
disagree
good.
with you, Mikey, and I disagree with everyone who says running backs are replaceable. I think wide receivers are more replaceable right now in this league than running backs. Because
wide receivers are
how
a dime
many
a
good
dozen.
running backs come out in the NFL? Maybe one a year? How many good wide receivers come out in the draft? Like 4, 5, 6 every year, right? I'm telling you, wide receivers will be the big commodity, and their value is going to drop. And I think running backs' values are going to start going up.
I saw, this was funny. I saw a way too early mock draft for next year where they had us picking fourth again. And we ended up, the two quarterbacks went 1-2, Caleb Williams and that other guy from North Carolina. And
yeah. And then we picked up the offensive tackle.
The offensive tackle and Marvin Harrison Jr. went after that. I was like, are you kidding me? There is.
Bernard Ryman is going to legitimately
Yes, he's gonna
make a big
own
jump
that
this year.
position.
Dude, he's huge. He's as big as Ryan Kelly now.
Is he?
Yes.
How tall is he? Is he as tall as
6'5",
Costanzo
6'4",
was?
6'5". He's tall. He's
So he
almost
was
as tall as me.
He was as big as Costanzo, or is Costanzo taller?
Costanzo, I think, was like 6'6", 6'7".
Okay.
Costanzo was a really tall, lean guy. But Ryman's a big dude. And now that he knows he's the starter, he's not a rookie, so he's not dealing with catching up to the NFL during the offseason. This entire offseason and training camp and preseason is all about him getting better. He's put on 15, 20 pounds of muscle.
Has he really?
Yes.
Awesome.
Dude is huge. But like I said, I don't think that Jonathan Taylor requesting the trade means that Jonathan Taylor actually wants to be traded.
I don't
I
either.
think it was just to open the eyes and say, hey, I'm serious, because we've seen that. Like I said, we have seen that happen all the time with NFL players. They request a trade or they remove, stuff from, their social media that involves the team just
When
to
did
show,
Pitt
hey,
do
I'm
that?
serious. And the next thing you know, they're offered a contract.
Did Pitt do that just recently? Remove all his stuff?
Yes, today.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
How convenient. He'll be requesting a trade tomorrow. Just,
Probably.
That news is coming tomorrow. That's funny. You think about it, and yes, I understand these guys, put their bodies on the line and everything. But when it all boils down to it, it's still just a game. And these guys complain about they're all millionaires, most of them. It's puts it in perspective when you think, here's, school teachers out there, cops out there making crap for money. And you got these guys out there arguing over millions.
Yeah.
But that's another story.
Yep. Yeah, I already know. Yeah, I know, Mikey. We already posted the thing and read and shown on here. But like I said, just because he posts or asks for a trade doesn't mean that he actually wants to be traded. We don't know what's going on in their minds. We just know that he wants to get paid.
I think he's
deservingly so. And deservingly so.
I think he knows that he is safe by saying that right now, because there's not a team out there that would pay the price to get him.
Maybe the Bills.
Depending on what the price tag is, the Colts would put on it.
Yep.
But they're just not going to give him away.
The Colts ain't had a running back like as good as Jonathan Taylor since Edgerrin James.
Oh, I know. Absolutely.
And it's just straight up. Even, like I said, even last year, Zach Moss and Deion Jackson couldn't even live up to Jonathan Taylor when Jonathan Taylor was his ankle was all messed up and the offensive line was playing like crap. Jonathan Taylor with a horrible offensive line that was being switched around all the time, and a rolled high ankle sprain so bad he had to have surgery, still averaged 4.5 yards a carry.
Yep.
Okay. Still. That's.
On another note, I really like Shane Steichen. I really like what I've been hearing about him and the way he's doing things there.
Yeah. Yeah. He's keeping it short but quick. And something else, there's no time to breathe between when the horn blows and you're going from one practice thing to another practice thing. It's instant. The whole team has to move quick. Everything on the field has to be changed out Everybody's doing there's no time for breathing.
Good.
That's why they're only an hour. But he puts so much into pushing them for that hour as hard as he can.
JT is not.
You know what, Mikey? It's possible I'm in denial. But I know the history of the NFL. I've seen it multiple times.
Oh, he's going to be traded by Monday.
I don't think so.
It ain't happening.
Not with a rookie quarterback.
It ain't happening.
I don't think so. But we all have opinions.
What about that new cornerback we just signed? That one is it from Kansas City? Is that where he's from?
Yeah.
Is he just a camp body, or is he
I think he's fighting
depth?
because we have so much youth on our team, and all of them not only are youth but inexperienced because like two of our three guys were injured almost all of the off season, so they didn't get much work in during OTAs and stuff.
Right.
So we bring in an extra body to fight for a position. So far, honestly, Dallas Flowers don't look too bad. Kenny Moore has been a stud outside corner.
Well,
I mean,
Kenny,
he looks 10 times better than he did last year.
I was really impressed with Kenny's interview the other day. I heard where he basically admitted that he was completely wrong last year. His attitude was messed up. His attitude was wrong. He came in, with the whole contract deal and all that, and he apologized. He was, so I'm expecting to see some good things out of Kenny this year.
Yeah.
We need him. We need him back there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, to be fair, Mikey, that's a completely different situation. Hines was not getting the touches that he was promised. He was getting paid. Felt like that his abilities weren't utilized to its fullest extent. And, the Colts weren't doing jack that year. He asked to go to a team that would utilize him properly. And so he went to the Bills. That's fair enough.
Well, at least Naheem got a pay raise, though, too, before that. He got an extension.
He did.
He did.
Right? I mean, it was $6 million a year, but
he got an extension. He got a contract extension.
Exactly. But guys, if you haven't done it yet, I know Tom hasn't seen both videos that I have posted today. I posted the 40
Yeah, I saw that one.
Training camp video that I had. That's amazing. A lot of good content in there. And then I just dropped my Believe in Colts. It's basically my breakdown from camp that I've noticed. The good and the bad, right? But to be fair, I was more surprised, pleasantly surprised, kind of shocked in some areas than I was worried. So
my question is, have you found a new cheerleader to do the intro?
Not yet, because it was raining yesterday.
Good point.
Possibly. You'd have to look at the film. I didn't really look at him like hardcore. I was looking at other people. But it is.
I swear, Matt, it gets dark over there so quick. 1 minute you're sitting there in the sunlight, and the next minute it's like somebody just flipped the switch and boom.
I didn't have time to put my ring, my light ring.
See, this is a good question, and here's the deal. Okay, so Ballard has already proven that he's willing to pay non-essential positions and reset the market with it, right? Off the ball linebacker with Shaquille Leonard, and left guard with Quentin Nelson, right? And reset markets on both of them. So he's not afraid to do that regardless of position. And he's not afraid to do that generally when they're injured, because both those guys were also on the PUP list.
Right.
So I couldn't really honestly tell you what the maximum per year that they would offer JT. They haven't even offered him anything yet because, like I said earlier, Ballard was saying that he was talking about more like during the season rather than now because of the situation that they're in.
Well, okay, let me throw a little wrinkle in there. And somebody else brought this up. They were talking about, we were just talking about the corner that got hurt. What's his name? I'm drawing a blank. We were just talking about it. Yeah, Ramsey. In his contract that he signed with them, he got it fully guaranteed up to a point. So if he gets hurt, he still gets the money. And that was a big deal in his contract. So, if he gets hurt, he doesn't miss out. Right. And I think a lot of people are saying maybe that's what JT's work. If you get hurt, he has nothing. But that's part of it. That's what you signed up for. I just don't see him letting him go. I just don't. I don't see him trading him. I don't see him letting him go.
I fully agree here with you, Mikey. I think Steichen. I like Steichen in his. Now, I haven't really seen a whole lot like fantastic at play designs and stuff like that yet, but I like the practices that they're running, especially with the quarterbacks. The quarterbacks, even yesterday, the quarterbacks were running RPO runs, practices, like position drills, RPO, where they fake the handoff, run, and then go through, the batter pad,
right,
and then dive for yardage and stuff like that. Yeah. So,
are you talking
I'm expecting that hardcore. The Colts are going to be a heavy RPO team this year. Heavy.
Good.
You go ahead and talk. I'm right here. I just got to do something real quick.
That batter pad, that's what Chuck tried to do last year at training camp, wasn't it?
Did you see my tweet that had Reggie Wayne using the batter pad? He was using it like he was a Major League Baseball player.
I've seen
the wide
him out
receivers
there
as they ran by him.
I've seen him out there hitting him with it, but yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, I was like, are you teaching NFL or MLB?
Right.
So you thought Josh Downs looked good out there, huh?
Oh yeah, Josh Downs looked damn good out there. Yes. Let's see here. I don't want to give away too much because a lot of the info that I'm giving away right now is in my Believe podcast that I just dropped like 2 hours ago, but there's still a bunch in there that is not there. I got a big thing something that was said about the defensive line in DeForest Buckner. I got to meet Pat McAfee, which was pretty cool. Yes.
Oh, did you?
Pat walked in the building and I was like, oh, that's Pat. And everybody's like, oh yeah, that is Pat. And I stopped. I left my camera there, turned and walked over to him. I said, hey, Pat. And he turned and looked at me. I was like, I'm Lawrence. He goes, oh, hey, dude. And he runs over and fist bumps me, and says, hey, I got a text earlier. And I'm going to get back with you about getting on your show. So
that's awesome.
that's cool. Yeah,
That's
He's
good.
coming on your show. Wow.
That's
That's
cool.
awesome.
yep.
Now, is he out there doing his show, or is he just out there just being out there?
He was just out there.
Okay. Well, I know last year he was out doing his show.
Yeah,
From training camp.
he's actually not scheduled to be there until a week and a half, I think, and then
Okay.
he'll be doing his show at Colts training camp.
Okay.
Okay.
I think it'll be with the joint practice actually.
Oh, with the Bears?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it the Bears this year?
The Bears
Yeah.
are coming here, and we're going to Philly.
That's right. 2 joint practices.
Yep.
Yeah. Usually we do it, but usually it's about two joint practices.
That's odd. We usually have one. Like, no, I mean, like,
Really?
we usually have one team that we joint practice with.
Right.
Really?
We usually don't joint practice with 2 teams.
Oh wow.
One a year.
Last year was the
This is the
Lions.
first time I can ever remember us doing 2 in the same off season.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, last year was just the Lions. That was it.
And then the Browns.
Yep.
And then I think the Bears before that, which was before COVID.
Right.
And then Cincy, I think, before that.
I think, didn't we do it with Philly before too?
Oh, I was wondering when you was going to freaking bring that up. I already said hi to him yesterday. He didn't get fucking injured. I knew that was going to come up at some point. I said hi to him yesterday. I didn't interview him, but I said hi and all that. So
I really hope that kid has a good year this year. I really do.
mm-hmm. He looks good too.
Did he look good out there?
Mm-hmm.
Is Jelani getting a lot of reps out there?
Jelani's getting starter reps.
Is he good? Good.
Yes. Now, hold on. He's been flipping starter reps with him and Granson have been flipping starter reps, and Mo Alley Cox.
Okay.
So those 3 guys are getting starter reps. Yesterday, Granson, I think, had the most starter reps. I think Jelani had the second most, and I think Mo had the third. So don't quote me. It's just how my memory serves. Okay?
I was just curious because we do have 19 tight ends on the team right now, so you never know.
right.
Just one.
And only one of them that's not 6'12".
True.
19 tight end.
We don't
Seems
have
that much.
19 tight ends, man. We got
Okay.
9.
9 of
Nine.
them.
We have 9
that's a
tight
lot.
ends on the roster.
Hopefully, we don't keep 9 tight ends on the roster.
If we do,
We're
then I'm going to go back and I'm going to take that freaking bet with Mikey Mendez about freaking.
You're gonna have 52
with
personnel.
leading the team and all that, because it'll be a tight end, because we're going to be running a lot of 3 and 4 tight end sets
exactly.
Yeah.
all year.
I didn't even know what to call that, man.
Oh, it'd be awesome though to have. Just please
I've
run a
never
4
seen it.
tight end set. That'd be so freaking great. Just one time.
Just do
What
it.
would you call that?
Tight ends
Honestly,
on the field.
what would you call that? What is that? Because you have 12 personnel for 2. What it would be a 4 tight end set? What
That'd
is
be
that?
That'd be a 41.
It'd be a 41
If you're
personnel.
running 4 tight ends and a running back, no wide receivers, that's a 41. If it's no running backs, it's a 40. So
There you go.
41 personnel. I knew Lawrence would know that.
A 41 in the red zone. There you go. 41 in the red zone.
Hey, it probably would work. Honestly, it would work. It would work
Well, if
really
you
well
got
because
4,
you have all
6
those.
If
You
you
have
have 4,
those
6, 10
4,
tight
6, 5,
ends,
6, 7 guys. Yeah, dude, that would be awesome. I think it would be a great play to throw out one time to see how it works.
Yeah, definitely.
2 tight ends on each side.
2 tight ends on each
Or
side
even
that
three.
are both 6'8".
Or 3 and 1. 3 and 1. Yeah.
Run a heavy wing formation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, fake the run to the strong side of the heavy wing.
Right.
And then have 2 of those tight ends that are on that heavy wing break out to the opposite side. One of them will be wide the hell open.
Oh, they would be. They would be. And besides, it's a 50-50 ball for most of them.
Right.
Easy.
Yeah, but I'm talking actual formation term.
Mm-hmm.
I get what you're talking about with the jumbo package, though.
Yeah. Yeah, see, Woods, Ogletree, Granson, and Maloney. Yeah.
Mallory. He's the
Mallory. Thank you.
I
have my glasses on.
I think Mallory's got a hip problem right now.
Yeah, he's on.
Granson right now, I think, is getting the most, or at least he did yesterday. Granson got the most reps yesterday out of all the tight ends. And
any way you cut the mustard, it's it's still good.
I was going to ask you if Kylan looked good out there.
Yeah, he beat the guy that was covering him, and the one pass that Anthony Richardson missed was the Granson wide open.
Really?
Yeah, he overthrew him by like a foot. So, if that would have been Ogletree or Woods, it'd have probably hit them in the mask.
Yeah, because any way you have it, one guy's going to get a linebacker.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm really excited about this team. Like incredibly excited.
Speaking of that,
hey, hold on, I gotta bring this up. I just noticed that Hermit Crabbit just donated, and I didn't even bring it up. Sorry about that.
Okay.
No.
Sorry about that, bud. I
didn't even see.
I wasn't paying attention, and now I just saw it.
Oh, was it on your feed?
Hold on, let me get this situated properly. I didn't have it set up proper. Share screen. There we go. You donated $5. First off, thank you so much for the $5 and the $5 last week. Earlier this week. Thank you so much. I want to show right here. Hermit donated 2 days ago, another $5. And then I've had a bunch of subscriptions today. But he drops $5. He says, I expect Richardson will develop in the manner that Hurts did in Philly with Steichen. That is a full season before the game starts to slow down for him. Thanks for the detailed report. Bud, that's what I'm here for. I'll give it to you straight how I see it. Some of it's opinion, some of it is fact. When I tell you what I see on the field, that's just what I see on the field. Now, things with like Jonathan Taylor and contract talks and trade requests and things that's opinion. That's just, but what I see from practice and at training camp, I'm giving it to you as I see it. Good, bad, ugly, doesn't matter. Okay. There was some bad that I saw from Richardson, but it's all stuff that I think he can get better at. The physical stuff that he can do, that he's natural at, that he's so good at, can legitimately make him a superstar.
Well, that's why one of the comments, Jeff there, and I agree totally with what he's just saying right there. We may lose games, but it will be exciting. This year will be fun.
Yep.
No more Broncos Colts. Oh, that was
You know what? I don't care if it's a Broncos Colts game if we win.
If we
win the Broncos. I don't care if it's a Chiefs Colts game as long as we win. Oh, hell, if we play a Chiefs Colts, that's guaranteed win. I mean, we won the last 3 out of 4 matches with them.
Exactly.
We are 3-1 against Mahomes.
Yep.
The Colts are 3-1. The only time we lost to Mahomes was in the playoffs.
Yep. That's right.
Yeah, they don't talk about that.
I mean, I know it's way too early, but you've seen them. You've seen you've seen them out there practicing. You've seen the rookies, talk to them. what are your expectations now going into the season?
At this point, I still see this team as a heavy run team, no matter who's starting at quarterback. I still need to see some improvement, and I still need to see some stuff from Anthony Richardson when full pads are on,
right?
To make an adjusted, a good decision on whether I would start him or not. You know, I got to see how he reads a defense, how he reacts to a pass rush. I got to see him improve in getting through his progressions and get the ball out quicker, stuff like that. If I see improvement, getting better and better and better and quicker and quicker and quicker and recognizing things, I'd start him just because of the playmaking ability that he has is superb. And I'll tell you something else. Richardson puts 110% in practice.
Does he? Good.
Yes. Y'all remember when Peyton Manning. Oh, well, hold on. Photon Bread. What's up, Photon Bread? Thanks for the $5 super chat. Says, can you explain to a casual fan what's going on with running backs and JT? Meetings and Zoom calls, Irsay on Twitter, now a trade request. I'm lost. It's pretty simple. Teams are not wanting to sign running backs, star running backs, guys that are, guaranteed 1,400 yards, things of that nature, guys that are game changers, right? They're not wanting to give them long-term fair extensions. Running backs feel like they've gotten first off, Andy Neiman, thanks for the subscription as well. You got to remember, running backs get 300, 350 touches a game, get more yards than wide receivers. Wide receivers get less than half the touches, less yardage, less touchdowns, get paid twice as much. Running backs are upset about that. All right. And Irsay's tweet was because the agents of the running backs wanted to get an adjustment to the CBA. And Irsay said, there's no way on God's green earth, all 32 owners are going to get together and set up an amendment for 1 in every 20 players in the NFL. You just have to wait until 2026 or something like that for the next CBA meeting. So that's what's going on. Jonathan Taylor requested a trade today after he met with Jim Irsay. And, you could take that one of two ways. You could take that as he wants out, or you could take that as Jonathan Taylor, like a lot of NFL players, drop that trade request in hopes to showing, hey, I want paid. I'm serious about it, because Taylor said he wants to stay, right? So I think this is just his way of stating, come on, guys, pay me. But anyhow.
Good explanation.
Yep. That's as good an explanation as I could come up with at that point in time. But
that's about all the leverage a player has right now to to make a statement. That's about all they can do.
That's it. Hold out or request a trade.
And they don't want to hold out because then they're going to get fined. So, they don't want to do that. And JT's only he's only making like 4.3 million this year.
Yeah.
So, he doesn't want to hold out. Nope. I agree with you. It's
JT is, like I said, what's up, Mikey? JT's 24. He is legitimately in his prime right now. Right. Running back prime, 24 to 27. And, that's it. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. What's up, Michael Brown? Appreciate you being in here. Sifo Benzo, what's up? Guys, if you haven't done so yet, go ahead and smash the like button. I don't know how much longer we're going to be here. It's been an hour and 10 minutes already. Depends upon what else we end up talking about. Yes, we were live, Michael, when the trade news when that dropped. What's up, Kyle?
Yes, we were.
Hey, we were live, and you can always click back. I think we were about a half hour in when it started.
I got this the other day. There we go. I'm ready.
Oh, you didn't have the number just ripped off with a new one put on?
I tried. But,
yeah, he ripped off the one off 15.
I still got my Trent Richardson jersey. I still got it. But I'm ready. I'm ready to go to training camp.
That's awesome, guys. Oh. All right. The reason why I'm saying I might not be here long, I've been working my butt off the last few days. Like I said, today I made 2 videos already, plus this live stream. So this is the 3rd video that I've put out today, so I'm a little wore out right now. And then of course yesterday I was at training camp and running around, and I am fat and out of shape. Okay. So he's got
to get in NFL shape.
It was an incredible experience for me up here, but right around here was not a pleasant experience at all. All right,
he's got to get out of breath. He's got to get in training camp shape. He's got to get
in that training camp editing shape. He's not used to that.
The season's coming on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's funny.
You got to get the editing down, brother.
For a ride to get there on Thursday, not next Thursday, but the Thursday. No, yeah, the Thursday after next. I need a ride to training camp. I know a lot of you guys. Lawrence is going to pull a hammy. Yes, I am in funnel cake shape. All right, I'm actually in burrito supreme shape. All right, the fat burrito.
I love the burrito supreme.
But like I said,
funny.
If I could find someone to take me, I have free media parking pass, right? So that saves you money. Plus, you get to park right up in the media parking, which is right beside the building. Now, granted, you can't walk in and do all the stuff with me. You'll be going, to the regular fan seating and go through.
Yeah, you can't follow him. You can't follow him to the press pass.
I can't get you a media pass. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But
anything better than nothing, man. Huh.
Yeah, absolutely.
Are you talking on the 10th? The 10th of August? Is that what it is?
Well, I think so.
Not this Thursday, but next Thursday?
Hold on. Scroll down my schedule. Yes, the 10th, Thursday.
All right.
It is a 10 o'clock a.m. practice.
I'll tell you what, because that's one of the days that me and my wife are going. So it's possible we could swing over to Marion, pick you up, and then head up to Westfield.
Okay.
So
there you go.
We've already got tickets.
Crisis averted. Crisis averted. Keep
me informed.
Let me make sure when I talk to her here in a little bit, I'll talk to her and make sure that that's the plan. She's on vacation that week. So I think that's the plan.
I have to be there like at least an hour early.
We always get there early because there's to beat the crowd and all that crap.
Beat the crowds.
And hope to God it's not raining. And because if it is, then you have to be one of the first 750 in line.
Right.
What did they limit?
What happened yesterday?
Do they limit?
Yeah, 700 because they only have 750 seats in the inside.
In the inside stadium. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I
the
see.
facilities inside at Westfield. There's only 100 room
nice.
for 750 fans. He said we can pose as your water boy. He poses my personal trainer. I walk up, people look at me and go, well, we know that's Lawrence because, see him from a mile away. When you're 6'6", 285 pounds,
you tower over everybody. Yeah, you tower over everybody.
Appreciate you, Kyle. We'll see how this plays out. You know, I'm still optimistic with the JT situation. I'm not saying I'm not worried. I'm just saying I'm optimistic.
Glass half full.
Yep. Ugh.
Have you heard anything about the other rookie quarterbacks this year, like CJ?
I heard the Panthers. I've heard that he's been doing incredibly well. Yes.
Okay.
That's what I'm understanding. Now, I haven't heard too much about the Texans, but yeah, and it was expected that the Panthers young would be playing well, you know. So, and apparently he is. So, you know, good on Frank Reich, you know. What Kyle's in here, he's from the he's a Texans fan. He said so earlier. Any news on CJ Stroud? How's he doing at practice? Well, yeah, I fully expect Will Anderson to be awesome.
I think it's going to be a good rivalry between Richardson and Stroud in the AFC South. I think it'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, all your South is good. You guys all have have the top picks in the draft. Yeah,
right?
All three of your teams have all.
That'll be fun.
Oh, I know what I wanted to ask you. How does Gardner look? Minshew, how's he looking in practice?
As you would expect, a quarterback who has not been a starter but a quality backup.
Right.
He's got a good ball.
Can we win games with him?
Yes.
Okay.
I think depending upon how the offensive line performs, yes.
Right. I mean, he seems to have a good attitude toward everything and what's going on, which I appreciate.
Yes. Yeah, he's been incredibly helpful to everyone around him, you know, especially Anthony Richardson. And even number 4, you know, he's been good to him too. So
right. Sam.
Yep. And Ellinger, I'm telling you.
Has he improved again?
This is funny. Sam Ellinger supposedly is taller than Mr. Minshew. Okay.
Really?
By an inch.
Really?
But you don't see it when he walks up into the huddle and he disappears completely, you know, because Sam Ellinger, I couldn't get the picture of it. Sam Ellinger sitting on the side of the huddle with all those offensive linemen. He looks like he's a child. He looks like he's a freaking middle schooler in there, you know, like this tiny little person. But Minshew, supposedly, if you go look at the list on Colts.com, he's an inch shorter than
Sam.
So,
wow.
But you don't see that. Maybe it's his commanding presence. Maybe it's because he's that cool, you know, that, you know, he just looks taller.
It's the hair.
Maybe he's pulling a Mission Impossible to where, you know, it's all like an optical illusion that the Colts is making him look taller, you know.
That's it.
The face change and everything,
right? Oh, so far this has been a pretty good stream, man. We've been talking a lot of Colts. We did get to talk a little bit about the Patriots earlier. Is there any other big news out of the Patriots camp?
Let's see.
Other than Judon putting on a bunch of weight.
No, Judon's not putting on weight. That's Tyrod Taylor. That's Tyrod Taylor.
I think Judon should put weight on.
You think Judon should put weight on?
Yeah. But anyhow.
Anyhow, the offense is looking good. They're way better than they were last year. They're all I know is they're doing very well. Let's see. Hunter Henry's looking good. Let's see, the new rookies are looking good on the receiving core. Um, uh, Butte's looking good. Um, just all the receivers they were basically all they've been doing is working in the red zone because that's where they were having the problems last year. So they had the things on that it's the same as the Colts. Then they all were basically working timing and stuff in the red zone, and they had limited thing, but uh, Matt Jones was looking real good, and he was improving every day with his timing and stuff like that. Gonzalez was giving a little bit of problems with the receiving the last couple of days. Let's say with like Tyrod, he had an interception there, and with someone else because he came in and then he came back and then Gonzalez went with him and then caught the ball. He read the route right away, and then he's like, no. So he's looking like he's going to be a shutdown corner, no problem, because when he was in Oregon, it's basically the same thing as it is in New England. So he's going to be able to float right into that New England defense, no problem. I can't wait till they get the whole pads on so they can go at it, because I want to see where everybody's going with it. But they're getting the timing on. He's getting the touchdown, so I throw him in the red zone and getting the timing down, because that's where I want it to see. I want them to get the timing down, and I know that's where the coordinator and everything, Teapot, that's what I call him. That's a Tom Brady thing. That's where I think they want to get it. They want to get the timing down, because that's where a bit of the problem was last year, was timing, getting the plays out, getting the players in and out off the field, and I think that's what a lot of the problem was. So that they're getting through all that stuff right now.
So, Matt, I have one question. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Lawrence. Go ahead.
Okay. So there was almost an interception yesterday.
No, there was an interception yesterday. Oh, for Colts. Okay.
The Colts, they almost had an interception yesterday. I think it was Minshew throwing to one of the tight ends. I think it was Jelani. And if I'm not mistaken, it was Darius Rush.
Really?
That broke that up. Should have had the pick, and it went through his hands.
Right, went through his hands. Okay.
So just didn't get enough air under the ball,
Right.
But had he gotten enough air on it, it was a long touchdown. But he didn't, because the guy that he was throwing to had open field in front of him, and he had his guy beat. And Minshew just didn't quite get the ball high enough to where the defender couldn't get up there. Yep. Yeah.
Matt,
that was the one, that and the throw from Richardson to Granson, where Granson was overthrown by Richardson, was the only two bad pass plays that I saw.
Okay.
Got a question for you, Matt. Why?
Yeah.
Why in the world didn't you guys sign D-Hop? For God's sakes, we had to face him as a Texan for years.
I'll tell you the thing.
Out of the division, and now we got to do it again.
I'll tell you my personal opinion. I don't think it was the money. They were offering him good money in New England, and I think I think they probably increased it, but it wasn't about coming to New England. I think we have a lot of receivers in New England. Okay, so he wants to go someplace where he's the highlight. He's the number one receiver, and he's the guy who's only going to get the ball, and that's in Tennessee. Okay. Because they're very similar. Tennessee and New England are very similar. Not exactly, but very similar. Good defense, decent offense, good offense. Both sides. But what do we have more than they do? We have more receivers. They have less good receivers. But when you put D-Hop, I know I saw him get that one long catch and thing on the thing, and I trust me, I wanted him, but I just. kind of tuned it out and just let what happens. And that's what happened. And that's my personal opinion, because all over in Boston media, it's like Bill couldn't get him. And now Robert Kraft Bill's on the hot seat because he couldn't get thing. And I'm like, that's total bullshit. Sorry about the language. And that he went where he wanted to go, where he's going to be getting as many catches as he can get to do what he wants to do. And that's why he picked Tennessee. It had nothing to do with the money. And he said it was everything to do with the money. It wasn't everything to do with the money. He went where he's going to go, and then he can take that to another thing. And he wants to propel himself. And he wants to be the number one guy.
Oh, well, he'll be the number one in Tennessee.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's afraid he's not going to be the number one guy with a bunch of other receivers over in New England.
I feel sorry for him, though, with the quarterback they have in Tennessee. But
I agree with you. But he made his business decision, and I don't think it was the money, because they offered him. He was looking for OBJ money, and they offered him OBJ money, and he didn't want to take it. He took $13 million a year over in Tennessee, so it wasn't about the money,
right?
And they probably the Patriots would have front loaded him. They gave him 1 year, $15 million, where it's $13 million for 2 years, and it is what it is. They just wanted him 1 year for $15 million a year. That's more money, and they said that the Tennessee gave him incentives. I've never heard Bill not give incentives. Bill always gives incentives. So that's all crap.
That's all right. We took care of business against Houston when he played there, so we can do it again.
You had Brown. They had Brown over there. They had Brown over there. Was younger, better. He was probably at a younger age. He was a better receiver. He was an outbound receiver. He's more of a slot receiver. So it's a different kind of number one receiver.
Hopkins he never dropped a ball. He just never dropped.
Oh yeah. No. He doesn't drop balls. Yeah. He fights for the ball. I agree with you. Trust me. I wanted him. It would have been, if we had him, it probably would have been a better Julian Edelman if we had him. Oh yeah. Straight up. But it is what it is. He that's where he wanted to go. That's where he wanted to go.
Maybe he's past his prime and he won't be as good as he thinks he is.
Oh no! I saw that pass that he got into training camp, dude.
Don't tell me that. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear that.
News. Irsay addressed.
I think it was a one-handed
trade request.
What'd he say?
Oh, what now?
Irsay addressed the trade request. He said, "I told Jonathan Taylor, no one treats their players better than the Colts.
Of course,
but if you're out of the league tomorrow, no one's going to miss you."
Yeah, he's just telling him, don't, if you want to do a holdout, that you can do a holdout. You don't care.
Well,
Irsay's kind of right on both of that.
He is.
The NFL doesn't like hold people who hold out when someone has a contract. I know that they'll fine them.
Apparently, he told him no one treats their players better than the Colts, and historically, they're right when it comes to
it's
players.
true.
They pay their players,
Yeah,
they do. But he's also, I guess, basically telling him, you want to be a jerk about it, no one's going to give a rat's butt about you. We'll forget about you tomorrow.
Other teams, it's going to put a sour taste in their mouth on other teams too.
I think what he's telling him is like, look, JT, you're still under contract this year. We don't have to do anything this year. We can do it next off season and get you taken care of, but we don't have to do anything this year. So quit acting like we have to do something this year. That's his
Same
agent
thing.
speaking. That's that agent trying to get the
trying to
best
get in
he
his head.
can for JT, trying to get as much money, trying to take advantage of this whole running back situation. They wanted a star running back to be the person to, break the bank and get a good deal and set the bar for all running backs. And everybody's looking at JT to do it because Saquon dropped, he couldn't do it. And so JT
Same
was
thing
next in
happened to
line.
Bell too.
His so
Josh
another
Jacobs.
thing Jim Irsay said was if I die tonight and Jonathan Taylor is out of the league, no one will miss us. The league goes on. We know that.
Mhm.
The National Football League rolls on. It doesn't matter who comes and goes. It's a
absolutely.
privilege to be part of it.
It's true.
Yes.
Good for Jim. I'm glad to hear he said that. Good for Jim. Jim
But he
loves
did
his
tell
players.
but there was also a quote saying that he told Jonathan Taylor, you can request a trade, but I'm telling you, no one treats their players better than us.
Well, and he's true. He's
Yeah.
right. He's right. But okay, look at Kenny Moore last year. Kenny came off a great season in 2021. Came in, thought, being cocky, thought he wanted to, should just get more money. They shut him down. And
it's because they want him to play out their contract.
His head was in the wrong space. He played like crap. And he knows it. He screwed up. And he basically admitted. So JT can look at that and say, you know what? I better get my crap together and play this right, and they'll take care of me. Quit having your agent put out crap about, just shut up and concentrate on football. The contract will take care of itself.
Yeah, the agents should be there to negotiate the contracts. That's it. Not to do anything else.
Hold on.
We need that little news flash banner going across the screen with a ticker tape or something.
ESPN,
Hold on.
NFL Network.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Lawrence is breaking more news.
He's breaking more hot news.
And you can hear him talking when I do these, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm not going to talk about his situation, directly. That's something that Jonathan and I, have discussed, and Chris will discuss with him and his agent. And I'm not saying, right time, wrong time, anything like that. All I'm saying is that, we go forward in the best way we can to have a great football team and treat everyone fairly. And, at this point, again, there's a lot of work to be done. And, it's not about talking about, individual contractual cases. It's about going forward. And, we know who's under contract. We know what we're going into this season with, and it's to get is to get ready to go as soon as we can and pull together. So I'm not going to speak specifically about right time, wrong time, and those sorts of things. I can only tell you that I'm hopeful that we can pull together and everyone's going to be together going forward on this football team.
Yep. All right. Hold on. Big Willie Bop Pump says Irsay said not trading JT now or even in October.
Not happening.
Where at? Where does it say that at? Because I'm curious. I understand. I mean, they're, I could see them because, he's under contract, right? But I'm still looking to find out where that's said. let's. All right, we'll kill it. I don't see a link. Oh. Albert Breer. Okay, let me go look up Albert Breer real quick.
Let me
The
see.
ambulance chaser. I'm sorry, man. I gotta say it.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
He always is. He's always there, man. He is.
You're right on about that. You are right on.
Rap sheet. I always have rap sheet going. I never have Albert Beer because rap sheet he usually brings the honest stuff.
All right.
Well,
here it is. And if I remember right, Breer is there. So him and
I get it.
Him and the other guy. Here it is. I got you. Thank you, Mr. Pump. We're not trading Jonathan Taylor. Into discussion. Not now, not in October.
Well, there you go.
There you go. Done said a word.
And that was reported by Rap Sheet too, Matt. So
okay. Well, that's fine. Okay, yeah, I see it right there. I can see it at Rap Sheet. Okay. Well, that puts weight on it.
That does. That does.
Yep.
I believe it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's in Rappaport.
It's probably who he probably put it out first.
Ian is there. I know Ian.
I know. But Rap Sheet probably put it out first.
Yeah, that's all they care about is who put it out first.
They're not going to trade him because he said he's hopeful that he'll still play and all that. They're not looking to give him a contract right now.
No, they want him to get. They want to see what he's going to do this season. They want to see what he's going to do this season.
Even what our GM said, I'd like to sign him long term.
Right.
And I'm not afraid to do it middle of the season.
That's what they want to do. They want to see how he's going to do this season, and that.
I really believe if
Mikey, now who's pulling straws, bro?
If he gets his act together and gets off the pup list and contributes and works in training camp and is ready to go week one, and he starts off good, I can definitely see him doing an extension during the season. But if he, continues down this road where he's bitching about the money and the contract and all that, I don't see him doing it. They won't do it. They won't do it.
Is his contract up at the end of the year?
This year, yes, at the end of this year. His rookie contract is up at the end of this year.
Right. All right. So yeah, what they're probably going to do is that if he does well, halfway through the season, they'll probably look to extend the contract if he does well.
Right. And I would expect him to do that.
Yeah.
But if he continues acting the way he is, then
I know what you're saying.
They won't touch him. Because I really can't think of another Colts player that, started being that, not team first guy and thinking about himself.
Say the pup list would have nothing to do with him wanting a contract. That's medical. That's all.
Right. No. We're not talking about the pup. Yeah, that's team
medical.
That would have nothing to do with
the pup.
Right.
The medical team's the one that puts him on the pup list. The team medical doctors. So they're the ones that say, hey, he shouldn't be playing yet or practicing. So that's not on JT.
And that's the thing. No, and they take a picture of JT on the sideline there, and he has that, that mad look on his face. And they say, the headline is, disgruntled running back wants out of Indy. Well, no, he's mad because he's still hurt and he can't be out there playing, So you take it with a grain of salt.
Yep.
Unless I'm sitting across from JT at a table talking to him and hearing him from his mouth, then we'll see what happens.
But boy, Irsay squashed that trade shit real quick, didn't he?
Yes, he
Yeah,
did.
he did.
Oh boy.
Well, remember when they drafted JT, he was the one. Chris, go out and get him.
And literally, if JT holds out and doesn't play this year, and that means he can't go sign with another team next year because he'll still be under contract with the Colts.
Right. We'll have his
That's
rights.
Right. And anyways, they could franchise tag him if they wanted to.
They wouldn't have to at the end if he does not play. If he holds out the entire year, then
they still have the contract.
final year of the contract then goes on to next year because he did not play.
Yeah,
willingly
because he did not play.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Which would be stupid. And I will say this, that would be dumb as shit on JT's part because I will agree with Mikey and a bunch of these other guys that running backs do have a limited time frame for their, peak abilities and when they can get paid,
No, I've said that.
You're going to take a year off of that. That's hurting you even worse.
That's hurting you even worse. Even though you're not putting the tread on the tire, it's hurting you worse because you still are on the same team. You're not going out to get your money. You can't go out and get your money.
JT will play for the Colts this year.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah. He will.
Now, whether he gets extended at the end of the year, that's a whole different freaking
right.
Because they could franchise tag him. They could franchise tag him just like Bell.
They could.
Bell, remember how they did with Bell? They franchise tagged him twice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was expensive to do it, but they did it.
Well, he was never the same running back after that crap.
I know that.
He was never the same.
Pittsburgh always uses their running backs crazy, and they burned them. They burned them out.
Yep. Guys, I have busted my butt today. I am tired. All right, we're pushing 2 hours.
If you need to go,
you're fine. Like I told you,
smash the like button yet? Please do so. Share it to your favorite social media. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and make sure you click the little button on there so you can see the last 2 videos that I posted today. I think there's a lot of information in there for you guys would enjoy. But for those of you watching live on YouTube, I just want to say thanks again. And until next time, I'm Lawrence Owen. That's Tom Williams. And, well, we'll call him Mac Jones Fan Club. But as usual, have a good one, guys.